following carry-on items underneath your seat. If anything else for this morning, and welcome aboard.
And once again, welcome aboard your flight. Service to Charleston, West Virginia. My name is Cherie. I'm one of your flight attendants on today's flight. And working with me in the cabin is Keandra, and we are excited to take care of you today. We extend this special
There's a
welcome
point on the
to-
flight where the ground stops being flat. Ridges start stacking up, one behind the other, all the way out. That's West Virginia. State number 36. Wow, 14 left. That's it. 14.
Welcome to West Virginia. I find myself here at a very odd time of the year. Winter, to be exact, at one of our newest national parks. It's a place called the New River Gorge. It is supposed to be amazingly scenic and beautiful in the fall. I'm here in the winter.
From Charleston, it's about an hour east on Route 60. And here's the part I didn't plan on. It's the newest national park in the country. Which, if you've been following along, is exactly where this whole thing is headed next.
So here's the deal. Apparently, you can do a bridge walk, and that is, they harness you up, and I guess you walk a beam, or there's a, I don't know, some sort of a track or something that you walk. I think it's a beam that you walk under the bridge. That's the catwalk right in there that you strap yourself in and walk underneath this bridge. A couple of fun facts. When I was checking into the room, I'm staying at a place called the Adventures on the Gorge, and I think I'm the only person staying in the entire place. The girl tells me the second week or the third week in October, they're like already sold out because it's like National Bridge Day. They closed this bridge off. It's a major route. They closed that off, and people base jump. I think around 300 people base jump off of this thing. Base jumping is when you jump off of the bridge with a parachute and parachute down to safety into the river, I guess. And it's supposed to be an amazing day or weekend because it's usually around the peak fall color. Unlike today. The bridge here, apparently I think it's the tallest suspension bridge in the country, if I'm not mistaken, which sometimes I am.
Well, you definitely are. It's a steel arch bridge, not a suspension bridge. But carry on.
Anyway, welcome to Virginia.
Mike, for God's sakes, it's West Virginia. Just trying to bridge together this section of the video to the next one. Anyway, just wanted to show you some waterfall footage I had.
It's right off the side of the road.
Again, I had just arrived here. I arrived in Charleston, drove down a road. I don't know what the name of it was. I'll show you right here. Tons of waterfalls. I'll make it back to here probably tomorrow. So at this point, I was heading back to the cabin to check in, and just a quick drone flight and then try to figure out what I was going to do tomorrow. Again, I think I was the only one here. Let's check out this room, by the way. Checked into this cabin a couple hours ago, maybe. I think I have a neighbor next door, which is kind of weird because there's like hundreds of cabins here, and they put us next door to each other, which is very strange. Turn this off for a second. Is that good? I guess. I've got camera gear all over the room already. I haven't really got organized. I got here quickly and then ran out. Didn't see that much. I saw the bridge. I recorded a little bit from there. I didn't photograph it, but I saw a waterfall on the way here. A couple of them. Actually, probably 5 of them. And I didn't get the camera out and do a whole bunch. I wanted to do something different, like I said. I got a couple of ideas for tomorrow. One of which is kind of a deeper perspective or reflection into what I've done so far traveling. And I have some ideas for some B-roll and some close-ups and things. What I might do is, as I set up for those, have 2 different stories going on. One is a normal vlog, me talking to camera, telling you what I'm doing. But the other one is going to be is its own short little story, a poetic story, somewhat. God, I hope it works out. But anyway, so that'll be another episode, like a little short. So I'm going to try that, and I'm going to try recording and, doing a little behind the scenes action. In addition to that, I have another idea of doing like I don't know if it'll be tomorrow or the next day, where I am really focusing on the sounds of travel and the sounds of photography. I won't even be speaking in that one at all, but I might be doing some behind the scenes with this camera or another camera talking about the setup. I think. I don't know. I've got a lot of ideas. Bottom line is I wanted to do something different. I've got all this footage. I'm trying different things on different videos, and I really wanted to kind of do something I haven't done yet. And that's the plan. I don't know. I hope I'm not setting up something for complete failure here and embarrassment. But that's what we're going to do tomorrow. And I hope I was clear. I think I rambled for a little bit. Check out this cabin, like I said. It's cute. It's got a little, well, it feels like kind of Disney-ish. Some of these cabins here have no bathrooms in them. You got to use the common area, but I wasn't going to deal with that. I'm not here camping. Just wanted a cabin. This area here, it's a big nook. I'm not sure what one would do with that area, other than hang your coats, and I got my luggage there. Anyway, I'm gonna grab a bite to eat, come back and really organize my thoughts, my plan, my camera gear, in addition to plan where I want to go tomorrow. There's like 3 or 4 waterfalls I want to capture. That's it. I guess I'll see you in the morning. Here we go. So this was a pretty cool campgrounds here. Again, I think I was the only person there. Maybe one other couple. I'll show you around a little bit tomorrow. Or on next week's video. Thanks for watching this entire episode if you're still here. I know I got a little long-winded there at the end, but I was just trying to give you a little bit of maybe a thought process, or a look into the thought process that happens when you're traveling this way and creating these kind of videos. Or at least my thought process. Anyway, I generated a couple of images here, as well as clips in AI or in Midjourney from what it thinks this area looks like. Been creating a lot of stuff in the virtual world lately. Maybe I'll talk about that in a future episode. Anyway, I thought you might like to see some of these visuals on the way out of this episode. Beautiful area. I got to get up here again in a different season. Maybe in the RV, which I don't have yet, by the way. That's all we got. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week. As always, more on all of this later.